We've built it up just to fall apart. Try to leave them wanting more. As we scream and we fight, carry on through the night. But the problem is never the cure. Every day we try to pay better than the lies and the sins. All the love, all the hate feel like one and the same. I only sink before I swim. I swear this time is gonna be the last one, gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa, this time is gonna be the last one, gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa.
The biggest addition this year is
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here,
I
too.
miss you too, Ernie.
Yeah, me too. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Here we are, opening night. Every club can have high aspirations, but Kenny, what's the key to growing throughout the year?
Oh, when you said club, I was thinking nightclub. Oh, what
Yeah,
are
me
you talking
too.
about?
Of course, you always are thinking.
But, you got to be willing to adjust. Honestly, be willing to adjust. Don't stick with the same plan just because you might think it worked. If it's not working, it's going to show you it's not working.
It's a long road, so you can never get too high or get too low. And remember, just have fun along the way.
Kind of like we do here.
Yes.
Isn't this a blast?
Yes, it is.
Oh, do we have fun?
This is
We
so
do.
much.
What's the most fun about this job for us?
Just looking at you every day.
Oh, man.
man.
I feel the same way about Kenny.
Oh,
you feel that way looking at him?
No, I like when I look this way, it's this fun. Oh, there's no one there, but that's fun too.
We do have a good time. We were having a good time.
The starting lineup for the visiting Orlando Magic. At small forward, Terrence Ross. At point guard, DJ Augustine. At center, Mohamed Bamba. At the other guard position, Evan Fournier. At the other forward position, Aaron Gordon. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Clifford. And now, the Washington Wizards starting five. At power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5, Markieff Morris. At forward from Georgetown, Otto Porter. At center, standing 6'11", number 21, Dwight Howard. At guard, number 3 from the University of Florida, Bradley Beal. And your point guard, number 2 from the University of Kentucky, John Wall. The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your Washington Wizards.
Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It's the Orlando Magic taking on the Washington Wizards. Plenty of speed and explosiveness on display tonight. When you widen your lens a little bit, how do you think athleticism in this league has changed throughout the years?
Well, it has grown exponentially, Kevin. When you think about the advanced training methods, the knowledge around nutrition and rest and strength training, so beneficial to the athleticism that we see in the league. As a matter of fact, I question whether or not I would be able to play in this day and age based on the athleticism I had back in the 80s. I would have to really embrace that fitness and strength training to another level to play today.
Oh, I think you would have played in any era and been just fine.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not so sure, though. These guys get after it. They're bigger, faster, and stronger than any players of any era to date.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Augustine in at the 1. Washington shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good for Morris. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
Now here's Fournier. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
The Magic shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Evan Fournier, the young player out of France, gives you a lot to work with on the offensive end.
Yeah, Fournier has become more of an initiator, a guy who sets things up offensively. He can take over the ball handling duties from time to time and takes good care of it. He squeezes that orange pretty well, and he looks really comfortable, more and more comfortable running the pick and roll. The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Wall from down in the low post. It goes. Wall's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Augustine, no luck.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Here's Beal, and he banks in the layup. Beal's got his first basket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Wall against Augustine. Bamba kicks to Augustine. Pass to Bamba. Magic moving the ball around. Fournier gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Wall, no luck. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Here's Augustine. It's a 7-point spread. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Here's Gordon. Pass to Augustine.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Here's Wall, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Washington.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
And that one falls for Wall. And the regular season officially begins. Most rookies around the league, Clark, will have their eyes wide open. I mean, wow, what an eye-opening experience to play with this speed, this talent. How nervous were you going back to that time in your life? How nervous were you on opening night?
Very nervous, really excited, but there were some butterflies that I had to work really hard at trying to get them to fly in formation because they were all over the place, Kevin. But ultimately, once you get out there and you break that first sweat or you get that first hit or bucket, then it simply becomes basketball. But prior to that, pregame meal, your nap before the game, the butterflies are doing their own thing.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And here in Orlando, the Magic are the only pro team in town. You can tell that the fans want a winner badly.
Well, they show up consistently, even through the tough and lean times. And they've come close a few times in the history of this franchise, but have never quite gotten over that hump. They've had some stars and elite teams in the past, but the long-term success just hasn't been sustained.
Trying to see how the face set, buy my chicken, my chalupas, ayy, make her with the roof up, ayy, backflip, make her do stunts, ayy, in the tuned up, ayy, boom, shakalaka, ooh, telling me I see you watching, ooh, we do what we want to, ooh, if it's true, we come through, ooh, we on it,
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. A very nice season for him last year. He put up about 22 points a game last season, 4 assists and 4 rebounds, and he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 15-3 run. Offensive rebound. Wall, that's good. Wall's got 10 points.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
Now here's Ross. Passes it to Augustine. Here's the screen. Got a piece of it. 5 to shoot. Outside Fournier. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. And it's 7 points for Evan Fournier.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
Who's watching here?
Augustine against Wall. Ross on the wing. Augustine, that's good.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
And Wall, here we go now. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. The Magic trail by 8. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes before the game. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Orlando's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Ross dishes to Augustine. Wall against Augustine. A nice shot by Wall. 14 points for him.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And another shot. Augustine, no luck.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Well, you look at some of the analytics, and the best-rated player on the Wizards might surprise you. None other than one Otto Porter Jr.
And he's really become an impact player at both ends of the floor. One of the glue guys on this squad. He just impacts the game in so many ways, and sometimes it escapes unnoticed.
And to look now at the four areas where shots can come from, the paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Magic.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim, those tend to be far more efficient.
Now, here's Fournier. 7 points in the game. Here's Bamba. Another miss by Orlando. Here's Wall. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And, Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personalities.
That's good from Wall.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the 3, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
And Augustine has that thing on the string now. This dude has rush hour handles gliding through the defense with speed and tightness.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
Here's Augustine, following the bucket by the Wizards. And it comes off the front of the rim. And John Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Jeff Green is checked in for Morris. And it's Austin Rivers in for John Wall. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Simmons comes in for Ross. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And it's Vucevic missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
And it's Green, missing. Now the pass to Simmons. Drilled from 11 feet out. Simmons got his first bucket in this one. Washington leading now by 15. Rivers with it. Shoots over Grant. That one off the back iron and out. Fournier, that's for 2. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Fournier's teammates trust him when he fires the pull-up jump shot. I mean, the defense cannot afford to lay off of him or they're cooked.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
Now here's Fournier. He's got 9. And a wide open look for Simmons. Drops in the tray. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is here. He has tremendous self-belief, especially in his shooting ability.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And Washington making a change here. Satoransky's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Kem Birch is checked in for Gordon. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Fournier.
One shot.
A lot of coaches out there, Clark, wear their emotions very prominently on their sleeve. Others take the calm, cool approach as a player. Was there a particular style that you preferred?
Yeah, my preference was cool, calm, be direct, be firm, but not necessarily overly emotional. And in my short stint with the Pacers, Jack McKinney was more of the cool and calm approach. He was excitable, but a little bit even-keeled. George was a little more emotional, but still, I enjoyed playing for both of them because I think I was clear in that they were trying to get the best out of me and the best out of the team.
Good way to look at it. Grant with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Took him no time at all on that one. Grant's got his first points of the night.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
2.
Well, it's been a terrific career for Dwight Howard. I mean, you think about it, he's dominated at both ends of the floor and obviously one of the outstanding rebounders of all time. Who else would put up 30 and 30 in a game at age 32? That's going for the cycle, 30, 30, 30.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Howard. And, of course, with Howard, Clark, there's been some debate. Will he be voted into the Hall of Fame?
Well, I think he's got a pretty strong case. Long-term success and consistency, pretty impressive individual numbers. I mean, his numbers compare favorably with Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Elvin Hayes. Rings are important in building your resume, but I think he's got enough to warrant getting there without a championship ring.
Now, here's Isaac. He kicks to Grant. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Here's Simmons.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And Jonathan Simmons taking on more playing time after his big contract deal, starting to adjust to what comes with that.
Yeah, all players want the money and minutes, but it's a greater responsibility. More was asked of Simmons on both ends of the floor, Kevin, and I think for the most part he came up in good stead. He did get pushed to the limit physically as he matched his previous career high in minutes about halfway through last season, but he'll be better for it going into this season.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Simmons.
And Jonathan Simmons, the explosive wing player, went undrafted but has earned a spot in the NBA after a strong couple of years in the G League. Now he's established himself as a potent offensive player.
Mahimi's checked in for Dwight Howard. And so he makes both from the line. And for Simmons, when he was in the G League, he developed, Greg, his playmaking.
Yeah, spent some time at point guard at that level, and I think it helps him in terms of finding ways to create shots for himself. He's definitely, though, at his best when the ball is in his hands. Not so much a spot-up player, but he can create offense for a team in a hurry.
And Washington has possession. After the Magic pick up 2, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Mahimi's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Grant. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And the Magic making a change here as well. Owundu's checked in. That one is no good. Wizards leading by 13. The 17-footer. Meeks can't hit. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Simmons. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Simmons got 11.
Still working on that jump shot. The more Simmons connects from here, I think the more effective he'll become.
Lets the 3 fly. The shot missing. The Magic go the other way with it. Grant gets a wide open look. Again, the Magic score.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
Tell you what, Greg, it's getting to the point where you assume every shot is going to go down. I mean, nobody's missing out there.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low. The shot by Birch, no good. Washington's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. They get it again. He gets that one. He has 6.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Owundu, guarded by Mahimi. There's the foul. It's on Mahimi. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
For Orlando, Wesley Owundu. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Washington with it. Here's Satoransky, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Satoransky's got his second basket of the night.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Yeah, this is a big lead right now, a big one, and they've seized momentum and showing no signs of letting it go.
And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age, but his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
It helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
And you know what, Greg? It looks like they have an advantage there. I mean, I liked how they've made an effort, really a concentrated effort, to hit that glass.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, you've got Isaac. Grant is out there with Jonathan Simmons. And it's a 1-2 in at the 3 slot. Good on the shot.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
The Magic trail by 13. To the inside. Birch's shot's good. Birch has got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step, becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. The drive by Green. 2 points. That one goes. 10 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Meeks can't hit. The Magic trail by 11. Here's Simmons. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Green. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Grant kicks to Birch. The feed now to Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Mahinmi, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Orlando called for the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Mark, if you need to win a Game 7, And you can't have KD or LeBron, but you can have any other one player in the league. Who would you pick?
Wow, if you can't have either one of those guys.
How you like that question?
There's a great list. Harden, Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard when healthy. And I think you'd have to throw Russell Westbrook in there, too, for a one-game situation where he could just go with the abandon he goes with. But I think I'm going to hang my hat with Kyrie Irving since he was part of bringing a championship to the Cavs a couple of years ago, my hometown.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
To see the stats for John Wall. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 19 points a game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Buries it down low. Wall's got 23 points.
You know, one of the things I like about Wall, Kevin, is he really takes on the defense, plays downhill. When he's driving inside, he is committed to scoring over the defense.
Tipped away. Here's Mahimi. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Fournier passes to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
It's Wall with... Oh!
I love that. Yes, indeedy.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And that one is good. He's got 27. And so here's Orlando, down by 15. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Gordon with a screen on Beal. Here's a one-two. From 13 feet, it goes down. And Washington has possession. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. The Wizards have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Washington. And a change for the Magic. Ross is checked in. Mahimi hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Washington making a change here. Howard's checked in.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And that one falls for Bamba.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard. And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Doubled by Howard. Inside, Augustine. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Augustine's got 8 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making him a free agent. He's hopped from team to team over the last few years, and you wonder if he'll find a place to finish out his career.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Wall, top of the key. High post shot. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wall's got 35 in the game.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Wall with the steal. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
The Magic trail by 17. It's Fournier on the wing. Beal on the double team. Bamba kicks to Ross. Pass to Augustine. From outside, off the mark.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Knocked away. Wall attacking. And Wall slams it home.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Augustine against Wall. Augustine dishes to Fournier. Back to Augustine. And he lays it straight in. Augustine's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. And folks, those are hops that you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
That's a 2 from Gordon. Misses off the left iron.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Wizards. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And the three ball is good. Gordon's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Magic. All with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Offensive rebound. Howard misses.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Augustine against Wall. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Here's Gordon. Makes it off the glass. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And stolen by Fournier. Here is Ross. Three-pointer Augustine. Good on the triple. Augustine's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Wall. The Wizards with another miss. And the Magic with possession. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Wall against Augustine. Wall with a block. They get it back, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That's on Dwight Howard.
And the size and skill set that Vucevic possesses makes it hard for defenders. He's agile as a 7-footer, and he also has enough body and knows how to use it that defenses have a real problem with it.
Two-shot.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Oubre's checked in for John Wall. The Magic also changing it up. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Ross. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Timeout.
And now just a 5-point Wizards lead.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And although Gordon had never won a dunk contest, there's no doubt that he's one of the league's most lethal artists in the air.
Yeah, he really is. Creative, great bounce and strength. Was recorded at the Combine with a 39-inch vertical. I think he gets off the floor much higher than that at times. He's got great power and a good frame. You know, if you see Gordon coming down the lane with a step, you better run for cover if you don't want to be posterized.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Dwight Howard. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in rebounding, 7th in blocks, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. Good work there as it goes.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
And Simmons slams it in.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they got hot, and I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now this game's up for grabs.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
One shot, find the lanes.
You know, after once paying to try out for a minor league team, Simmons has come a long way. He's not done yet.
Beal drives in.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
1:07 left in the first half of basketball. Grant the pass to Gordon. Hits the front of the rim and out.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Isaac.
Man, I like Isaac's mobility. Love it. This guy gets down the floor extremely well. And he has a sense of where he should go to get a scoring opportunity, too.
Simmons inside the line. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Simmons got 7 points here in this quarter. Here's Rivers, and good that time. 27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Grant outside. He feeds it to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The Wizards have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting for Washington, Austin Rivers. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
A free throw drops for Rivers. The Magic making a switch here. Rivers hits both of them. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Magic have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
At the line for 2.
And Grant drops them both. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Trailing by 2. Count it.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man. Hey, and when guys at this level are that close to the basket, they ain't missing. I mean, especially when there's no defense in the neighborhood.
John Wall getting it done for the Washington Wizards. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what changed as the first half continued?
We toughened up a little bit. They were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket, and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Keeping the paint tight is key. Thanks very much, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Shaquille. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points and 1 block. He's got one of those streaks going lately where it doesn't seem like he can be stopped. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, they've been pounding. Pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
The dome of the U.S. Capitol building looking absolutely grand as we make our return to Washington, D.C. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. Beal and Porter, the talented wing set. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the route for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
The Wizards with the lead. Here's Beal. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 5 assists in the game.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. Can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. That's a no-no.
Here's Wall. Some solid defense from Grant.
And, 1 for 4, not a good start. They got to play with a little more energy this half.
Now the dish to Bamba. Bamba setting the pick for Fournier. Just 5 to shoot, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Wall.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done. And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
The Magic again can't hit. That one misses. The Magic trail by 4. For 3, Fournier. Rebounded by Howard.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
Here's Wall. No good that time. So Orlando will take it the other way.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. Orlando making some changes. Gordon comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Grant. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Gordon. Here's Bamba. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bamba's got 9.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
For the tie, he takes it up and lays it in. Bamba's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Orlando's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Cross, that's good.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018, a top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
One shot.
And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. The injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
Here's Wall. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. And that one, good. And it's a 4-point Magic lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
A nice shot by Wall.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
And Washington making a change here. Meeks is checked in.
Jody Meeks.
The Magic have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. To the paint, it's stolen by Morris. In transition, here come the Wizards. Meeks leading the charge. Beal's shot is good.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
To the inside, Fournier. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Evan Fournier. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Fournier nails both of them. Washington trailing. And here's Porter. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Knocked loose. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist from Porter. Porter's got his 7th assist in the game. Lob pass to Gordon.
And, you know, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
Here's Porter. It's tipped. Fournier passes to Ross. And the jam by Ross.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And although he's got that shoot-first mindset, Howard has the skills to facilitate when he wants to.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
And the Magic making a change here. Owundu's checked in.
Shooting one.
And Porter, no good on that one.
Well, in the summer of 2017, when Otto Porter signed that 4-year, $107 million contract with the Wizards, it was widely questioned. Well, it's been worth every penny thus far as he's become one of the best small forwards in the game. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Chance to see the numbers for Gordon. A very nice season for him last year. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Owundu, that's good.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Offensive rebound. Count it. Howard's got 5 now.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Porter. That one, no good. And Orlando the other way now. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Vucevic checked in for Bamba. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Here's Owundu. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Outside Fournier. In the corner, it's Gordon. Misses the 3. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Meeks, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And Porter, here we go. And Washington again with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Boy, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
Jonathan Simmons is checked in for the Magic. Unloads from 13. That one a little long.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
Dwight Howard pulls it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's a 1-2. Dwight Howard pulls it in. The Wizards with the lead. And Porter, here we go. Baseline J on the way. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A 1-2. Kicks to Augustine. Vucevic to the pass to a 1-2. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Timeout.
A 1-2's got 7 points for the quarter. Washington calls timeout. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
I think that's a critical timeout too, Kevin. I mean, they need to find a way to slow him down, shut him down, because he's tearing them apart right now.
Washington going with a whole new group here. On the change for the Magic. Ken Burks is checked in for Gordon. Washington trailing. Now here's Satoransky. He's got 6. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Mahimi no good on the free throw. Orlando's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Poked away, off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Grant, he's checked in for Augustine.
Jared Grant.
Here's a 1-2. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Satoransky's got 8. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Screen by Grant. A 1-2. Kicks to Simmons. Feeds to Grant. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists tonight.
I tell you what, total team player. When Simmons hits the open man like this, he adds value to his team.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's a 1-2, covered by Oubre. Down low, it's stolen by Mahimi. Pass to Oubre. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's a 1-2, covered by Oubre.
This is foul call. Oubre. That's his second personal foul.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Wizard shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Floats one up. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. Orlando leading. Simmons on the wing. He's guarded by Rivers. To the middle. It's deflected. Here's Birch. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Magic leading by 4.
You know, Kelly Oubre is an X factor for the Wizards. Last season, stepping into the 6-man role. Still very young. He could help take them to the next level.
Right side Green. They need this. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A 1-2 kicks to Birch. And that one drops. And now an 8-point Orlando lead. And Kelly Oubre taken after 1 year at Kansas with the 15th pick of the 2015 draft.
You know, he came in as a raw prospect, a 5-star recruit in high school, plenty of potential. The Wizards not a lot of salary flexibility, no longer drafting in the lottery. Oubre might be their best shot at improving from within.
No good from the low block. Magic shooting a hot 57% from the field in the 3rd. Pass to a 1-2. Lets the 3 fly. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
Stolen by Rivers. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Magic leading by 7. Now Grant. He's got 11. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Oubre with it. 4 seconds left, and that's 2 points on the layup. Oubre's got his 2nd basket.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. It's the Magic. They lead by 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Magic leading by 6. On the court for Orlando, Augustine and Simmons are the guard tandem. Vucevic is out there with Isaac, and it's Ross in at the small forward position.
Checking in for your Wizards, Dwight Howard.
Here's Augustine. Isaac kicks to Ross. The pass to Augustine. They double him with Wall. 6 to shoot. Ross for 3. Rebound, Washington.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
Oubre, good.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
No good from Simmons. Washington trailing. And Wall slams it home.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Simmons. Another miss by Orlando. The Wizards have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Oubre, good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Orlando, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. There's the screen. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Thursday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Yeah, he's going to flush it.
Oh!
My goodness. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Wizards. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba comes in for Vucevic, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Simmons. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. That's tipped. And Porter comes to help. Ross drops in the layup for 2.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Here's Wall. Orlando grabs the miss.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Orlando. Augustine against Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
The Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Magic.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Gordon against Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Ross, over Porter. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And they pick up 2. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, Both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Augustine. Kicks it to Bamba. Back to Augustine. But he gets it back. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Magic lead by 1.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Kicks it out to Gordon. From outside the arc, he can't get it to go. And Washington the other way now. Morris passes to Howard. And it's Beal in the corner. Back to Howard. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And now a 3-point Wizards lead.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Back to Augustine. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Ross kicks to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. Six on the shot clock. Goes back up. Back to Augustine. The 3. Trains the three-pointer. Augustine's got it all tied up now for Orlando.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Here's Wall. Hits it again. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Pass to Ross for 3. Rebound, Washington. Beal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Porter. Wall's got 55.
And how about John Wall? Just outstanding at sprinting down the floor and just jumping all over the defense.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
Magic ball.
Here's Augustine. 13 feet away. And it's Gordon missing. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 6. Ball's knocked loose.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Wizards?
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Fournier nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
The Magic trail by 6. Fournier passes to Augustine. Back to Fournier. Ball against Augustine. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line for 2.
DJ Augustine, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
No luck that time either.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Here's Wall. Good, he hits again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Tipped away, nabbing another steal.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. The Magic trail by 10. Outside Fournier. They double him with Wall. Fournier passes to Augustine. And good that time. Augustine's got 22 points.
Shooting, driving, spotting up beyond the three. Augustine scoring in a variety of ways. Man, I like that versatility.
Kept alive, Howard banked in off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 10.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Augustine kicks to Bamba. The shot will not fall. Now Washington takes it the other way. Here's Morris. Makes it off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Wizards lead. Orlando's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Passes it to Gordon. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Here's Wall. Sinks that one from the post.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, the game comes so naturally to him, easily. I mean, helping to expand their lead as they try to close this one out. He's doing it.
Yep, that one goes in there. Augustine's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Wall dishes to Porter. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. The Magic trail by 10. Beal on the double team. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Get your numbers up. I had to get my numbers up. Like they gave it to me, but I took it, they ain't give it to me. She really do it to me. God knew it for me. Yeah, it really fit. It's a shoe-in for me. I started hooping for the Nike check. Yeah. I play tennis for the Rolex. I be in Miami, never seen a beach. In the fountain blue, when you saw me, she was I just came to get these fits off. I'm everywhere, I just didn't get no pics off. You was there, you saw me get my. Oh, you heard about it. Bloody gossip. I had to get it poppin'. I ain't had no running game, I ain't had no option. Now I really got it. I really do. I really got it. Ain't no secret to it. If I did it, then I had to do it. She really do. She really got it.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Ross.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
It's good. 67 points for Wall.
and just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Here's Gordon. Good work defensively by Morris. Washington leading now by 10. Here's Beal. Banked in off the glass. Beal's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, it feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
Morris with the bucket.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
To the paint, hangs, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morris. Orlando grabs the miss. Bamba's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Poked away. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. And so Fournier nails both of them. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Wall attacking. Right through the D for the layup. And the Wizards lead by 10.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trick nabbing another steal.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. 11 steals remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive fever. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Wizards.
At every opportunity, they manage to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for John Wall.
And, you know, he was really important today. Integral, taking and making shots time and time again. 2.
Free throw good, Howard.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Markieff Morris. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Beal. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall. Orlando also making some changes. Kem Birch is checked in for Gordon. Isaac comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine.
You know, Dwight Howard wants an MVP caliber performer, but age and injuries now affecting him. Still tremendous, I believe, at rebounding and defending the rim.
They get it again. Off with the layup. And so here's Orlando. Doubled by Howard. Free throw line jump shot. And that one hits back iron. Here's Washington now. They have a 9-point lead. A baseline J. Oubre can't get it to go. Ross kicks to Isaac. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so Washington takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we just try to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.